All right, welcome to another man's point of view. I am the Space Luchador, and today I got for you quick review slash reaction video to a couple of videos. Um, this one's gonna be hard to do, so it's a new thing I'm gonna try here. To show you why it's in the details, right? And I'll explain it to you. As I go along, it's gonna be a little. Well, let's just see how it comes out. Okay, so a couple videos here we're gonna do. And I'm going to show you how they play the game and how the game is played and how at the same time they do get it, but they don't. But, it's all this mixed shit. But I'll give you a quick example, right? Of how they're sneaky, sneaky little creatures. Now, check it out. Let's go with the first one.
Number three is a doozy, and it's one that I hear so often, and it makes me just go insane, okay? If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Dear Lord, who made this a thing? Every time I see someone post something,
Who made this a thing? You did, darling. Women made it a thing. And it is a thing, and it is a fact. And yes, see how that's why I say they're sneaky, because she's talking about her own kind and attacking them, right? But let's continue and I'll show you. I'll give you an example right now.
like this. So you're saying if you at your worst is slashing my tires, I'm supposed to wait around to find out what your best looks like? No, thank you.
Well, here's the thing two things there. One, she ain't getting her tires slashed, guys do. Two, the only reason you end up at that level is because you stuck around. So it's that simple. But remember, she's pointing the finger at her own kind. Remember, I always say the spoon. You can't force it, right? And you ain't gonna change it. And here she is promoting that you can. You can't. That's why I say they're sneaky, and I'll show you why I say that.
Number four, she gives ultimatums. In my opinion, I think this is just very controlling and unhealthy, and I don't think a relationship that
Controlling, unhealthy, and manipulative, which is what they do. And she is not an exception. That's what you need to understand. All right. Now, yes, she's giving you some insight, but she ain't really. She's giving you the obvious. The answer is right there because women give you the answer. It's very, very sneaky, but the answer is right there. Check it out.
involves constant ultimatums from either partner is a healthy one. And number five, the last point on my list is this is just how I am, or that's just how I am, you have to deal with it. Another one here that's just an extreme example of a lack of accountability. So instead of trying to grow and evolve as a human and take a look at those parts of yourself that maybe aren't so great, they play the victim. And then they use the excuse of, well, this is just how I am, you can either leave or deal with it.
Did you hear that? She gave you the answer and the problem at the exact same time. However, this is where she clearly is trying to confuse you. When she says, instead of trying to evolve and grow and all this as a human, she could have said, as a man. She said, as a human. That's the part where it all falls apart, right? The confusion part is there, right? Because she gave you the answer. Instead of trying to grow, right? She gives you the answer, but applying it to the woman ain't going to do that. She ain't never going to do that. Understand that, right? I know it's hard. It's hard, but that's why I'm trying my damnedest to give you the examples, right? So that's just how I am. The answer is clear. If you're throwing something like that's just how I am. Deal with it. Deal with it. Handle me. Do you have what it takes? Is what she's saying. Now I know it's hard. It's really hard. Damn hard, right? But it's right there. It's just a couple of tweaking, right? Thinking outside the box and realizing what your role is and your job is. And then you'll breeze right through all this shit, right? In due time. Now, let me give you the example of what I was talking about.
Okay, I'll leave. Thank you.
There it is. There it is. Okay, I'll leave. But can you do it? That's the difference. Now, let me show you why I say tricky, tricky little creatures. Here's the same girl, right? Check this out.
Through my message requests on Instagram. And a guy had sent me a message, a really short message asking me for like advice or help or something. And I didn't even see it because I get thousands of messages. I've told you guys that I am only one person and I don't have the capacity to reply to everyone. It's just not realistic for me.
Note, I didn't really see it, right? So she didn't give a rat's ass about this guy's DM, is what she's saying, right? However, check this out.
At this point. So I didn't open it or see it at all, and he sent me another message which popped it up to the top of my inbox. And he said something really rude like, "Wow, so much for the help. Thanks for nothing." Like just a really rude message that rubbed me the wrong way. And I didn't even accept the message. The second I saw that and read what he said and how rude he was, I deleted it. I didn't even accept it into my inbox. So
Okay, so what's the difference? That's why I say tricky, tricky, sneaky little creatures, right? She got the message, give a rat's ass, then gave the excuse, right? At this point, well, I can't answer to everybody, so I could care less. But as soon as she got the other, right, she got to read it somehow. Well, thanks for the help, whatever, she got offended, pissed off. Same thing. She gave two rat's ass and deleted it. So either way, she didn't give a rat's ass, right? So it makes no difference. The difference here is how you made her feel, right? So you must understand mastery of this is hard, but understanding how it works, right, of opening the door, right? There's a lot of things that I'm probably don't have time to explain here, but now this would be where she could apply the line she did in the other video. This is the way I am, right? Deal with it. Handle me. Get past this shit test is what she's saying. Now, of course, playing the bitch or the victim of like, well, thanks for nothing. That's which is the reason she's doing this video, but that's not a good move for other reasons. That's which is why it's so damn hard and complicated. But here we go. Give her. I'll show you her explanation.
the reason I'm saying this is because I think sometimes you can self sabotage. And by him saying that, why would I respond to him? There are
That's see. How is he gonna self sabotage to something you didn't give a rat's ass in the first place anyway? You see how hard it is? Now, yes, of course, maybe genuinely he was asking for help, but I doubt it. He was trying to talk to his chick one way or the other because that's what we do, right? And she knows this. But the point is, it's like, why would you self sabotage? Well, it's like for all the claim that she says about being, because she helps guys. That's what she does videos for, right? So it's like for all the claim that you help guys and know the man's point of view, right? How we see it. You're saying that you got a text or a DM, you didn't give a rat's ass enough to at least see it, right? Then you do see it because it popped up in your feed as a complaint. And then you did the same thing. You deleted it because you didn't give a rat's ass in the first place, anyways. So, how can this guy self sabotage? Because he was going to be ignored, anyways, right? Well, my friends, by being the real man from the very beginning. So, the real man would have never DM'd, right? Because there's other ways to get to it. You have to think outside the box and understand. It would have never happened, right? Hell, Space Twitcher gets it all the time. I DM people, right? And they blow me up. I answer my shit. Other people don't. They think they're too big for some reason. Right, but I know they get it. We all get it. Right? We all act like anyways, that's part of the game. It is what it is. It's just how you handle it. Stallone said it once, right? It's how many hits you can take and keep on going. That's how it works. But anyways, I could go on and on. But let's continue.
Million nice messages, sweet messages, and respectful messages that I get. So why would I reply to someone that's being rude to me? I don't, and I delete it right away. So
You hear that whole damn speech? Why I get sweet messages? Why would I reply to one? You weren't gonna reply to that one in any ways. See the big manipulation trick and seed planting in the head to guys. That's exactly how women work, right? And it's hard to explain, but that's exactly how they work. They throw in all this shit to deceive you, right? But once you understand why it is they do it, you could catch them like that, and then you could devise, right, with the man's point of view, space luchador tips and tricks, right? You can devise a way and engineer your way to what you want, right? Which is ultimately what they want. Now, let me show you what I mean. Check this out.
And it's like girls want to sleep around in their 20s and then at 30 run to a man. And like, but you've lost the things that men value by the time you're 30. You're no longer pure, you're no longer youthful. And so men are kind of tired of it because what happens is they'll date the bad boys, the rappers, whatever in their 20s, and then they hit 30. One guy thinks like this is his lucky ticket. This girl's super into him, but she just wants kids. And like she really feels like she settled for him. She gets the kids and then half the time leaves. And it's like
Now, a couple things that I hate about this video, but the one thing that I hate is that girl in the back going, hmm. So just like the other girl in the DMs, she didn't give a rat's ass, and she doesn't give a rat's ass because she knows that's the truth. It is the truth that's happening. That's the raw truth. However, it's mixed with deception, right? Because it's easy to believe. All she's saying is what's happening. Yes, that's what's going on. But she doesn't tell you why, right? That's not how it works, right? Well, all she wants is kids. So what you're telling me that, well, I'm just gonna throw a number, right? Of all existence. Let's go like that, right? Since the moment humanity was created or came out of nothing or whatever, right? You're gonna tell me biology, right? Which, if we are to understand, or the way at least I understand, is that the best, right? The whole purpose of this is to pass your seed, right? So if we go on evolution, right, or just the animal kingdom, it is the survival of the fittest, right? So you're telling me the women are just gonna give kids to anybody? Now, yes, there is a dysfunction today, right, of why there is a bunch of damn kids running around from a bunch of fucking sorry ass guys. Yes, because they're 7 to 1, meaning there's overpopulation of women, right, to a few guys, and the power scales have shifted, which is why we're in this big ass situation, right? So, it's complicated. Put it that way. It is. But the point is what I'm saying, right? Let me go backtrack to the video here and show you.
girls want to sleep around in their 20s and then at
They don't really want to sleep around in their 20s. That is false. What they do is different, but it's false, right? Do you really think women are just handing it out willy nilly? Right, here you go. Here you get some ass, and you get some ass. No. Yes, they try, right? They try to go to the guys because they were deceived as well. See what I mean? Then, as they get older, like I said, right, nothing really changes. They still want the same shit, but like she said, their God honest truth is that their value is down.
30 run to a man. And like, but you've lost the things that men value by the
There you go. You lost the things that men value. So what you expect, right? They were deceived when they're young. all this shit that they lose, and now they have no value. Yet, what I'm trying to show you is that what they want does not change, right? It doesn't change. What they're asking for does not change. It's just the only difference is they lost all their shit, all their, what is it, bargaining chips has been lost. Now, let me give you the cure, right? Now, I don't know if this video is going the right way of explanation wise, but let me show you.
The real men, the real value men, they don't wear anything flashy. You don't even know they have money. That's the beauty. They wear same t-shirt every day. And they're the true men with the values. They're the ones who, they're dangerous. They know.
You heard that? They're dangerous. You don't even know where the real men are. Because they're the pillars. They're the ones that are actually know this stuff, the matrix. They know the way it works. They know their role, right? They know they need to survive if you want to even compete. That's one of the big ones, right? I always get like the other video was like, they want to do with the rappers and the chads and the high value guys, right? And the bad boys and blah, 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 right? All those guys are flashy, and yeah, they might be successful, but do they really survive? Do they not? They do not, right? They basically, it's down to luck, right? So that's why it comes to the live by the sword, die by the sword type thing, right? But let's listen to this chick again.
Their stuff, and if they want to inflict danger, they know. But the beauty about them is that they have that everything's under control. So if anyone wants to
Heard that? Everything is under control. Meaning, the guy's under control. We know what we're doing. We know where we're at. You could put us in a small pond. You could put us in a big pond. We will thrive, and you won't even know about it, right? We're the true gentleman, which is what I'm trying to get at here. I'm trying to help you guys, right, to become that, right? Because at the end of the day, that is the cure to this world, right? Because we're not in it to hurt anybody, right? There's all sorts of things that makes us like. I'll show you right there, right? That's the cure, also to all that other shit, to the shit test, which is the reason girls do this, right? They through the deception and all that. You wouldn't deceive a real man, right? Check it out.
mess with them, you know you're gonna get burned. But because they're so in control and in the
All right, now she said something there that is very telling, which is very hard because guys don't get this. Like, because I've tried this before, right? I try to tell them, well, see, this bitch is crazy, right? When I get the speech, I'm like, oh, this girl's crazy, and I hate this type of chick, and blah, 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 right? And then I tell them, well, would you believe me if I told you that she would never get to that level because she would know that you wouldn't take it. Now, let me explain a little better, right? See, she's saying a real man would not get that level of shit test because the woman already knows, don't mess with that guy. He is the real deal. See the difference? Now, I know it's a hard ass pill to swallow, hardest of them all to understand that you're right. That if you're getting that level of shit test, it's probably because they know, right? They know they could take it to that level. Does that make sense? Right? Because they pushed your little buttons. They know which ones to push. They got you underneath that thumb, right? They got you where they want you, right? And it's hard to swallow, right? But she's telling you right there, which is why it's so damn hard, right? Let me play it again.
their king energy,
There you go.
the girls know that he is a good person to be with because he can protect me, but he also will respect me and love me. But the real men, the real value
you
men,
go.
they don't wear anything flashy. You don't even know they have money. That's the beauty. They wear same t-shirt
Because it's not about the money.
every day. And they're the true men with the values. They're the ones who, they're dangerous. They know their
Dangerous because we play chess. That's why, right? Now I know it's hard, right? Once again, to understand that, but you know, I always let me give you this example. I always look at it at old people, and look at old guys, right? And it's like that old guy made it to 80, 90, right, years old. Can you imagine the stories, what he went through to get to that age, right? You don't just get to that age just because. It's because you made a series of good decisions and you survived this crazy ass world, right? Not to mention, did you get or where did you fail, right? All sorts of shit. But for some reason, the young think they look at an old dude, right? And it's like, look at that sorry ass old fart. Get out of the way, right? Or so it's like, you don't understand, right? For some reason, you think some people suck, right? And you fail to realize, like she said, you will never even know, right? Yeah, yes, they'll give you a pass and let you, there you go ahead, disrespect me. Because they understand that's not what it's about, right? They've reached the level of understanding and comprehension and perhaps fulfillment, right? They're at a whole nother level you can't even grasp. But if you want to get there, right, there's a right way to do it. So here we go. Check it out.
Their stuff, and if they want to inflict danger, they know. But the beauty about them is that they have that everything's under control. So if anyone wants to mess with them, you know you're gonna get burned. But because they're so in control and in their king energy, the girls know that he is a good person to be with because he can protect me, but he also will respect me and love me. But
There you go. The girls know. You got to understand that they just know. Now, this doesn't mean that if you're getting a bad reaction from a girl, right, that it's necessarily bad. It's that you're not there yet. So don't take it the wrong way. So I'll end this video, right, with because everybody's talking about Andrew Tate. Maybe I should do that video next. Um, now he said something that is actually true. He said the most dangerous men in the world are weak men. Now he didn't elaborate why. I will in the next video, right? Because I made this one pretty long. So there you go. Now notice it. This one's like I
And
want
it's
you
like
to
girls
show
want
you
to
this.
sleep around in their 20s and then at 30 run to a man. And like, but you've lost the things that men value by the time you're 30. You're no longer pure. You're no longer youthful. And so men are kind of tired of it because what happens is they'll date the bad boys, the rappers, whatever, in their 20s, and then they hit 30.
This video is deceiving because you should not like it. Right? Notice the contrast. Right? I want to show. This is what I want to show you. That's why I say the details. Right? Details and the man's point of view. Then you would understand that if you're a guy championing this shit, you somehow become weak yourself. Now let me show you. Right? You hear the song, right? The little piano in there.
Guy thinks like this is his lucky ticket. This girl's super into him, but she just wants kids. And like she really feels like she's settled for him.
That makes you weak. Believe it or not. Then you hear the girl in the back who care less. She's like, even though there's a lot of truth being thrown. But understand, it's 3D chess beyond 4D chess, trying to show or at least attract weak men. Understand that it's a trap. Like the Star Wars squid dude. It's a trap, right? Because it is. Now I'm pointing it out and I'm showing you how you can catch it, right? You should feel no kind of damn way about this at all, right? Which is why us guys have no sympathy for other guys. So don't expect no damn sympathy. You can't be put it this way, you can't be a man and expect sympathy. You can't be a man and expect help. You can't be a man and stick your little hand up with, help me type shit that don't work, and they're trying to spread it, right? Like, oh, look, guys are victims, right? That's why you could hear the girl in the back. Oh yeah, because she could care less, and you should care less too. Matter of fact, it shouldn't be nothing to you, right? That's the cure. Now let me show you the contracts. The other chick.
Number three is a doozy, and it's one that I hear so often, and it makes me just go insane, okay? If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Dear Lord, who made this a thing? Every time I
You did. And two, why is she getting crazy about it, right? Now I know I'm stuck on these damn videos, but I'm trying to show you the little inners workings of the matrix, right? The inner what's actually going on, which is what I really want you to actually see and catch, right? Which is why it's so damn hard, right? But you hear her like, who came up with that? You did. Your team did, right? And you will use it while she's saying that she would not, right? Like she's somehow different. She's not. Now, let me show you the contracts of the epicness and badass of here's the truth when the woman actually gives you truth.
The real men, the real value men, they don't wear anything flashy. You don't even know they have money. That's the beauty. They wear same t-shirt every day. And they're the true men with the values. They're the ones who they're dangerous. They know their stuff, and if they want to inflict danger, they know. But the beauty about them is that they have that everything's under control. So if anyone wants to mess
You
with
hear
them,
the beat?
you know you're gonna get burned. But because they're so in control and in their king energy, the girls know that he is a good person to be with because he can protect me, but he also will respect me and love me.
Well, there you go. Hopefully that helped a little, right? And again, I could go on, but gravitate towards epic stuff, right? Badass stuff that you know in your heart to be cool, right? Go for that and understand, right? You got to build yourself up. Strength, power, right? Control. All this is what makes a real man. And she said it quite simply, just like that. You don't even know. Ain't about money. It ain't about being flashy, peacocking and shit. Because you got to understand the little thing called, and I've said it before in other videos, the little thing called P radar, meaning women already know, right? So put it like this, right? And I'm gonna give you this tip here, right? Use everything you have. I always say this. As a guy, you gotta use your tools. Well, why not think outside the box and use the Space Luchadors tip and trick, right? Your tools are not limited, right, to just a tool set. But everything you see in the kingdom of God are your tools to wield and manipulate if and when you can handle it. And a woman is no exception. Now, if you know this, right? If a woman has a little thing called P radar, which can scan you to see what level you are, well, why not take the test, right? Take the test and be able to handle it, right? Whatever the result may be, you go, take the test, right? She'll level you up at the level you're at, right? Swallow the damn pill, and then be like, okay, so I'm here, right? According to the P test, right? Or the P radar. Well, build yourself up. And that's the way it really works. Well, that's the way, you know, that you can build yourself up. So I'm giving you an actual, right? Something you've never. So you heard it here first. At the man's point of view, Space Luchadors, right? Program, right? Well, I got the big ass catchphrase, right? But the point is, you heard it here first. No one's ever explained it to you like that. giving you a perfect example of something so out there, right? Could be out there, but it's true. You can actually use this, right? As next level shit. So I always talk about next level shit, right? Well, there's an example right there, right? Use P radar to see where you're at. Once you see where you're at, you build yourself up right from there. All the other discoveries come along within the building of the. Anyways, you get the point. So yeah, well there you go. If you like this video, give me a like, right? If you think it's crazy and out there, whatever, comment down below. Have any questions? Comment down below, right? Want more examples? I will give you more. So subscribe, share, right? All that. Um, there you go. P writer. So next video, I'm probably gonna do the why Andrew Tate is right on what he said, because some of the stuff, right, that he does say is kind of like that, where like it's confusing, but just the basic one thing that he did say and did not elaborate, right? Why the most dangerous men in the world are weak men. I'll go ahead and explain that in the next video. So I'll see you in the next man's point of view.